welcome to another Chit Chat session, Chit Chat with Amy at the Circle of Power Academy. Thank you for those who are joining us right now. If you're not able to watch us live, it's okay. It's a recorded session. You'll be able to watch us later. Circle of Academy is an online education platform, so please follow us. We've got loads of free webinars coming up, also lots of ebooks which you can download. And we are a group of mentors, coaches, all professional in our field, and we have loads of expertise. Now, the Chit Chat show is about sharing other people's story just to the public out large out there. And today we have a very special guest, Tanaz. She is from Indiana, USA, and she's going to share with us her story from the heart. And she's originally from Mumbai, India, and she's been settled in the USA. Now, thank you very much, Tanaz, for agreeing to join me today. And the title of what we've put forward today basically is how to bounce back in life laughing when life chucks you down, basically, in very simple terms. So Tanaz is a laughter yoga teacher and an ambassador as well. So she is going to share with you her story of what she has gone through so far, what's happened in her life, how life took a turn for her, and how she found lots of happiness and joy in laughter yoga. I myself is a laughter yoga leader, and we all have our stories of how we became associated with laughter yoga. But today I would like Tanaz to share her story. So here you are, Tanaz. You'd like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Thank you, Amy, for inviting me. And I'm very thankful because I'm wanting to make people aware of what laughter yoga is. So, sorry. First of all, I want to tell you that I'm too blessed to be depressed. You may be wondering why. So my story is like a pumpkin in a patch. And the pumpkin, when it was small, it used to laugh a lot. It had no stress. But as it grew bigger, the stresses increased. And a time came when the pumpkin couldn't laugh. And the other pumpkins would leave me alone. And I would keep crying. But God willing, one day God came upon and just cleaned up all my tears from the pumpkin and took off the top from the pumpkin and cleaned all my depression, my stress, and all my pain and suffering. And then he made two eyes, and he made a smile on my face to show that I could smile always. And then he put a lamp inside me, a candle, to show the world that laughter is the best thing. So this story starts from in 1998 when I was in my mid-40s. And I was severely depressed. I had stopped laughing. And since the time I remember, I used to love laughing, and I still love laughing. So when I lost it, it was like I'd lost my soul. I just wanted to laugh. I wanted someone to make me laugh, but there was not much help. And I didn't have my family here, and neither did I have my very close friends from India. So it was like very depressing. I would sleep in the bed and start crying and wondered, will I get my laughter back? So God willing, one day I used to pray every day. I believe in prayers, and I have faith in my prayers and my religion. And I'm Zoroastrian, so there was not many Zoroastrians in my area. So I was quite alone. I didn't have my fire temple. So I used to go to a little church, a little chapel, and sit there and pray quietly. A best friend of mine, when she saw me that way, she took me to a spiritual class where I learned to seek within. The answer lies within you. We don't have to seek outside because we ourselves are divine. Our true self is joy. Our true self is peace. And you all have to work towards it. So that was very nice. And I had to learn a purpose. I wanted to find a meaning to my life. And of course, naturally, when I was depressed, I was taken to the psychiatrist. That's the first step. I started medications. And God bless him, my Dr. Nasser, he's my psychiatrist in Michigan City. And he was adorable. He helped me out with his treatments and different therapies. And I mean, he was very much interested also in laughter yoga.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, he wanted to learn more and more after a few times. First, doctors don't believe in it right now also. So for him to tell that was very much appreciable.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, I went to the spiritual school also and found my meditation practice. I wanted to calm my body and calm my thoughts because my thoughts couldn't stop them. I couldn't sleep in the nights and I was like a zombie, throughout the day. I didn't know where I was. And luckily, one day, I found a little article in an Indian newspaper that Dr. Kataria, the founder of Laughter Yoga, and his wife Madhuri were
Mm-hmm.
coming to. It was like, it looked very goofy in the beginning because everyone was laughing and there are no jokes to it.
Yeah.
But when I found that I had lost it, that was my last resort. So I went to him for a whole day thing. And for half a day, it was like, it didn't make any sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Then he made me understand that this laughter is from your body. It's an exercise. We don't have to think. And you put your mind to it, take time. And even if you fake your laughter, it's okay.
Yeah.
Because research has proved that even when you just do the physical act of laughing, a good belly laugh,
Yeah.
will help you with positive effects and the endorphin levels, which are the beautiful happy hormones. They start, increasing, and the cortisol levels, the stress levels go down.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many benefits that for mental illness, especially, and for the stigma for mental illness, I didn't want to share my story, but now the state of the whole world is so much like people are so stressed out and depressed that I felt it my duty to share this story and help anyone who is going through that and use this as a complementary therapy. Don't stop your medications or anything, but use this as a complementary therapy, and I'm willing to help you anytime you want.
Yeah.
So when I went there and I understood all that, it was like, okay. Then I got a book from him that was only there. There was nothing like YouTube at that time in 2004, or maybe I didn't know about it.
Mm-hmm.
And there were not many people in the US, very few people. So I didn't know whom to ask, but I read that book. And Dr. Kataria being in India, it was very expensive to make calls.
Mm-hmm.
So I had the book, I had one of his CD.
Mm-hmm.
I kept reading that, and sort of felt so good within that, oh my God, this is what I wanted. I wish I could have done this when I was 25. I would have enjoyed my life, And this was something like a tool that I could use anytime, anywhere. And it's for everybody. You can use your own tool, and we have our own pharmacy. We have blessings. We have those inner resources, our laughter and our breath. So laughter yoga is about laughing exercises from the body. Like, just make yourself laugh. And in a group, it becomes very contagious, and you have to have eye contact. And be childlike, not childish. Childlike playfulness. Bring that child that is within us. Bring it out to play. We are too serious in our lives, so learn to take life less seriously. So after 1 or 2 years, I told my Indian friend, once I felt a little better, still I'm not laughing as I used to laugh. But I said, let me start now, otherwise I'll never start. And when I started some groups, I saw people, laughing and coming and hugging me and saying such beautiful things about laughter and how they had reduced their stress. And one child said, oh my God, I couldn't laugh all this while. And when I went home, it was like I was laughing and giggling. So it's meant for everyone. And a person on a wheelchair can also do it.
Yeah.
So why not use your own laughter? So when I saw all that, my self-esteem improved again. I felt there was something in me which I could share with the world. And I could stand there and just make people laugh with the few exercises to increase the laughter, to set the laughter. And we also do some breathing exercise. So the yoga part is only the breathing and belly breathing and also learning to live in the moment. We have stopped thinking, we are multitasking, and that's our problem. So we have to learn in the moment and learn to breathe, and breathe from the belly. for a few minutes every day to relax our body. And it's great for workplaces, and I do workshops. So this is something that I wanted to make people aware that use this therapy as a tool, and it's free. It has no side effects. You can take it anytime you want. You don't need different clothes or you don't need machines. So where can you get that? And even Mark Twain had quoted that the human race has one effective weapon, and that is laughter. The other thing that helped me was because in 2004 people didn't know about yoga. I had to keep on doing it to just make people aware. I volunteered all the time at libraries and wherever they called me. I just volunteered and kept on going because I knew something in my heart that this is what I'm going to do. Nothing else. Other jobs were frustrating.
Did you feel that as you were sharing laughter with people, you were healing yourself as well?
Exactly. So it's like if you want to find yourself, lose yourself in the service of others. That's what Mahatma Gandhi had said. And I read a lot of inspirational quotes. I mean, when you're depressed, you have to work your butt off. I read jokes. I read spiritual things. I read inspirational quotes about Mother Teresa and, good, people who were inspirational. And slowly, I found my joy. And I have been keeping going in since last 15 years. And I feel too blessed because it led me to this. It led me to find who I am. And luckily, in the first month itself, Chicago Channel 9 called me to to tape a session on laughter yoga in the medical watch. And I was just hilarious. I was on top of the world because how could I be on Chicago Channel 9? And then afterwards, there were many channels who invited me. There were newspaper articles. I don't want to boast, but I really worked hard at promoting it. And still I'm working hard because there are not many people in the US. And whatever I'm doing, I'm also doing it for myself. But if you give happiness to others, you get back the happiness.
The joy is in the sharing.
That joy you feel, you cannot get. And even volunteering will help more because you get more joy in volunteering. And recently I am being paid with companies I charge, but many other people I volunteer. I do one-on-one classes. Especially if people don't want to share it with others. I do Zoom sessions nowadays just to promote it and make people aware, especially workplaces, because even workplaces are completely stressed out and they are looking for different different places or different things to do for their workplaces, for their employees. And it's very good for employees because it brings in more teamwork, productivity increases. And then oxygen is there when you breathe and exhale longer through laughter. Because we have that, we can control our laughter and our breath to a certain extent. So in laughter yoga, with the good belly laugh, you exhale longer. And even if you don't need jokes or anything, you can laugh like that. So practice that every morning, believe me, as a routine for just 10 minutes and see the difference. It will improve your mood really very fast. And even they say when you get up, have a smile. And even if it's fake, it's okay. The brain reduces the chemicals, the happy chemicals. So why not? What do you think, Amy?
So, we were talking yesterday, obviously, we share quite a similar story. So 10 years ago, obviously, I was also in a very dark place and struggling with depression. And although I have loads of other qualifications, but I think what stood out and helped me at that point, like you said, an alternative therapy was laughter yoga. So just like you are sharing it in your area, I'm sharing it here. And it all started in 1995 by Dr. Madan Kataria. And he also, I think at some point had lost his smile. And the whole reason of starting laughter yoga was just to bring back that smile. And I think we're both very passionate in what we are doing, just spreading that joy, like what you say, volunteer, it's free. Laughter is the best exercise. It's good for your soul. If you want to reach out to Tana, she's in USA. If you want to reach out to me here. And we are all very happy to bring this joyful, free exercises and to bring joy. And I came out of that dark place through laughter yoga, and so did Tanas. And Tanaz has something very special to share, because she did go back to her doctor, and you did share with me that there was no relapse of that dark place that you were in. And what you say is right, because during this time now, during the pandemic, I think a lot of people are struggling with their mental health, because we are not living life the way it used to be. There's no social interaction. And social interaction, I mean, I know we speak on the phone, or we on the WhatsApp, or on Zooms or whatever, but social interaction, as in touching, hugging, these kind of things, also hugging also produces some happy chemicals. So that's not happening right now. So try the laughter exercises or the laughter yoga. You can book Zoom calls either with Nazmi or lots of laughter yoga leaders out there. We're not in a competition, I think, to make money, because that's not the intention. It's just to spread joy. And back to Tanaz, because you did share that there was no relapse, and your doctor confirmed that. Do you like to share that episode or that good news that with everybody?
Yeah, because recently I was with Dr. Kataria on his Zoom session, and I had invited my doctor, my Nasser also. And in that video, he's telling us how it is very good, especially now for the pandemic, because he has done the research, and he feels that it is very good not to stop the medications or any of the treatment. Just try this out and try to pull yourself back out of it. You can do it, because I know you're suffering. I know the sleep hopelessness. I know all that. And because of this pain that I've gone through, I want to share this with you, so that, and even if I could help a few people, my life is filled with purpose. I have a lovely life. Never expected this 10 years back. I'm enjoying more life. And the other thing I wanted to tell you was, why did Dr. Kataria started? Because he was writing articles on laughter as a doctor. And he found in his research that motion creates emotion. So you need to move to create that happy hormones. And at the same time, he said, whether you're laughing for real, or we're laughing fake, or just intentional, or on purpose, the body doesn't know the difference. You make the body laugh. You act happy. That's all. You act happy, even if you're not feeling good. Even if you're not feeling, just act happy and do it as an exercise, just like any other workout. They say 10 minutes of a hearty laugh and a daily practice is equal to 30 minutes on a rowing machine. So why not do it? You can do it with your family. You can do it anywhere and everywhere. And sometimes, even if you're working somewhere, there's a laughter exercise. It's called the silent laughter. And still you could do it like. And the more you extend it, it's better, because you're exhaling the stale air and getting in more oxygen. And more oxygen means the body gets more energetic. And they say the brain needs 20% more oxygen. So you're more creative at the workplace. You're more productive. There's more teamwork. People work together. When you laugh, you cannot be arguing, and you cannot be depressed or cannot be sad, because when you do this, you are in the moment. You forget about all that.
And you did mention that since you've been involved in laughter yoga, you've not gone back to the dark zone again. And I think that's something which everybody should be aware of, that you can come out of this.
You can. So don't ever tell yourself that you have to live with depression all your life. No. You can find there is light at the end of the tunnel. And we both can help them.
And you must allow yourself, I think, the childlikeness in you. Everybody's got an inner child. And what happens is, as we grow older, we just think that it's not right to laugh, which is wrong, because it is right to laugh. It is an entitlement. You should do it as of right. You should allow yourself to laugh. I would say hysterically, just ha, 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 ha. It doesn't matter if somebody's laughing at me or with me. I always say that in all my sessions. It really doesn't matter if you're laughing at me, as long as you are laughing, because your happy chemicals are being released and you can feel better. And
we're not laughing at depression or any other illness, and even the pandemic. What we are doing is laughing with it to help them bounce back.
And I think laughter helps in lots of other aspects as well, in relationships, in whether it's your stress or any other symptoms that you're having. I think laughter does help And you are one prime example of how you've come out of that dark zone by just...
You have to be willing. You have to be willing, and you have to be thinking out of the box. But we always thought, we need a reason to laugh. We have to be happy to laugh. This is when we are depressed is the time when we need laughter, because now recently research has proved all that. First, it was an untapped science. People didn't know about it. So now we can laugh without a reason. We can laugh even when we are sick, because it's an exercise. There are no jokes. Where would you get all that?
It's very brave of you to share. It's very brave of you to share your story, and thank you very much for sharing your story with the viewers. And I hope you continue to laugh and continue to share the joy with everybody. You're doing amazing. What's more important is that you have come out, like the title says, you have bounced back. And I think bounce back laughing, bounce back to a better person. You found your purpose, even if it's just something called laughter, but you found your purpose. I think that's very, very important. And a lot of people struggle with finding their purpose in life, and they just wake up every morning just living the day and letting the surrounding to dictate the day. But finding a purpose in life, I think, is very, very important. And you've done that. And that's very brilliant. Not only that, you've also managed to come out from a very dark zone. And I'm so proud of you, Tanaz, and you should be very proud of yourself and continue to spread the joy and laughter. And is there anything else you want to share with the viewers today?
Yeah, they could go to my website, www.laughteryoga, one word, 4 as in number 4, and U as in letter U.com. And they could always email me at laughwithtanaz@gmail.com. And even call me anytime on my cell, 219-793-3757. But at least let me know that you are asking for laughter yoga, because there are so many numbers that are calling unnecessarily, and I may not answer you. So best is an email.
Yeah, so it's not for a casual chat that you call Tanaz, unless you want to book a Zoom session.
I do free 15-minute sessions also, if anybody wants to find out what it is and how to do it. Because we didn't show how to do it, but it's beautiful.
Yes.
Today it was just a story, as you asked me to do.
The story, yes, your story. And I'm very passionate about allowing or sharing people's stories, because Circle of Power Academy is all about transforming lives. And this is one case of one story of a transformation, which we are very passionate about. So do follow us at Circle of Power Academy. Continue to like, share, follow us. And if you want to be a guest on the show, kindly drop me a quick message and let me know what you want to talk about. I'm very happy to bring you forward so that the audience can know what you're doing and what you're passionate about.
Well, thank you so much. You're doing a good job.
Thank you, Tanaz. Thank you for joining me today. And thank you so much.
Thank you, all of you. And please keep happy and keep laughing no matter what. And try to laugh as much as possible, heartily. Who cares?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
God bless you.
Bye.